headlines. Zohran Mamdani. He is the son of Indian-American filmmaker Meera Nair, also a self-declared Democrat socialist, who's being backed by leading Democrats of US. His New York mayoral candidature is seen as crucial for the future of the Democratic Party in the United States. Interestingly, he's already been slammed by US President Donald Trump, who has called him a 100% communist lunatic. Here's why this 33-year-old mayoral candidate with Indian roots is now courting controversy. So why is a 79-year-old Trump riled up by a 33-year-old Mamdani? Remember, Mamdani has represented Astoria, NYC's western province of the Queensborough, since 2021. His mayoral platform includes making city buses free, freezing rent increases on rent-stabilized apartments, and opening city-run grocery stores. How? By imposing a $10 billion tax hike on businesses and the wealthy. But here's why Mamdani is now a thorn in the flesh for Donald Trump. The Democrat has taken a strong pro-Palestinian stance. Not only has he drawn criticism from pro-Israel groups, but it's his foreign policy views that are not sitting well with the Republicans, especially the US president himself. In fact, Mamdani has made foreign policy an unexpected focal point in the New York City mayoral race. So much so, Zohran has publicly stated that as mayor, he would arrest Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a newfound ally of Donald Trump. That's if Bibi visited New York, citing International Criminal Court arrest warrants issued in November last year. Mamdani has also led chants in support of the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement at pro-Palestinian protests. But that's not all. The Indian origin mayoral candidate is also being slammed for being anti-India, anti-Modi and anti-Hindu. Sample this. Indian actor Kangana Ranaut reshared a tweet claiming how Zohran once led a mob of protesters in Times Square abusing Hindus and Lord Ram, a widely worshipped Hindu god. Even though the actor and BJP MP praised Mamdani's mother, Meera Nair, for being one of India's best filmmakers, Ranaut said Zohran sounds more Pakistani than Indian. In fact, she even raised doubts about his Hindu identity and accused Mamdani of trying to wipe out Hinduism. For your information, Mamdani is the son of a celebrated Indian-American filmmaker Meera Nair and was born and raised in Uganda. At the age of 7, Zohran moved to New York City with his family. Interestingly, Zohran's father, Mahmood Mamdani, a Ugandan, has roots in Gujarat. In fact, the 33-year-old has condemned Prime Minister Modi and compared him with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the 2002 Gujarat riots. Which is why Indian origin American leaders in New York like Jaspreet Singh and Jennifer Kumar have accused Mamdani of using communal rhetoric after he condemned the Indian Prime Minister. They have slammed him for using divisive rhetoric in the mayoral elections when crime and housing crisis have been the key issues. The question remains, is Mamdani's commanding lead a sign of his sure-shot victory? Because he now faces another tough task of defeating Mayor Eric Adams and a Republican opponent, and maybe even Cuomo again in the general election. All of this while fending off critics who argue that the 33-year-old Democratic Socialist is too far to the left and already controversy's favorite child in New York City, which is home to one of the largest Indian American and Jewish populations in the United States.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.